the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Seattle's first go on offense forthcoming, and under center, of course, Russell Wilson.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
On first down, Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of a yard.
Not much there, only a yard. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that...
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will score. Touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 20.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2? Win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Pressing the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Akers. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And 12.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Good tackle.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early and give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Out comes Chris Carson in the Seattle offense. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Escaping the pressure right.
Number 3, Russell Wilson on the keeper. Jalen Ramsey brought him down. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. This is Carson. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
The handoff to Chris Carson.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And they got the hook up. This is Olsen. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
A gain of a yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Line of scrimmage again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Will throw complete to Cam Akers. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll run it.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 30-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Puna Ford on the
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now a handoff, Henderson. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Let's check on the call.
Offense. Man, that ain't make no sense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Taken down and set.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
37-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
Makes the score Rams 17.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
DJ Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Chris Carson.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Good gain by Chris Carson, picks up a first down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Phil Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Carson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd and 5.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Forced out to his left. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
LA Rams.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
There's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
Jackson.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Jackson's pass intended for Gerald.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, Jackson flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
Shaquille Griffin.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just scared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Jackson.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
Take over 1st and.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game.
Darren Lee.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 2-yard line.
On second down, it's Carson. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
With this,
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Seahawks 3.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Jackson. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's knocked away and incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 33 yards that time.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
9-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll look to run with Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald with a sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. McKenzie now to return it. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew. Back out there now. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of it, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Going up top for Cup, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he's got this down to the 35.
That's good.
It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A gain of 32 that time.
First and goal.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, gotta love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
No gain.
So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action.
Definitely. Let him get outside.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum, filet at maximum.
On. You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's true. Filet, 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. They run for it with Carson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now the throw hauled in by Green. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Green brings it in. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
At the Rams' 5-yard line.
Throwing again here, Wilson. He's got it. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Seattle.
Again, Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here's Carson. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Carson, the ball carrier.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll go again here with Akers. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Rams on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Jackson now. It's incomplete. For the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
On 1st down, Wilson is complete to Lockett. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The throw complete to Dorsett. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again is Wilson. They go screen pass to Hyde. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, complete here. It's Hyde. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Wilson's pass intended for A.J. Green. Incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
Wilson's
and inside the 20 before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Rams have got it. And that should just about seal this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On 1st down, Akers. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Well, the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Cam Akers
with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. They just had 3 rushing touchdowns. And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught one as well.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
DJ Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
And 4 yards
out of the gun. Here's Wilson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Now on the screen with Carson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We always talk about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them.